Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you how to make flaky chicken empanadas. In case you guys want to know how to make this super easy and delicious recipe, just stay tuned and I'll show you how. Alrighty guys, so let's get started with our ingredients. So for the recipe we're going to need 2 pounds of chicken, 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 8 tablespoons of cold grated unsalted butter, medium cheddar cheese, 1 small red bell pepper, 1 purple onion, 1 Anaheim pepper, half a cup of sweet corn, half a cup of black beans, 1 teaspoon of white distilled vinegar, 2 minced garlic cloves, and all of our spices that I will link in the description box. So these are ingredients. Now let's get started. Okay, so first we're going to begin by making our dough. I'm going to be using my stand mixer, but of course you can use your hands or use a food processor. So I'm going to add my flour, and we're going to mix along with our butter. So we're just going to wait for it to change consistency. And I'm also going to add a little bit of salt, about half a teaspoon. Okay, so once our flour looks like sand, we're going to add our vinegar. And the vinegar is just to help us when we roll them out, they don't shrink. It doesn't gonna add any flavor. And now we're just going to slowly add our cold water. Make sure that the water is ice cold. And we're just going to continue mixing until everything is nice and incorporated. Okay, so once everything is nice and incorporated, now we're going to get it out of the mixer and we're going to knead for about 5 minutes. Okay, so now we're going to get our dough out of our mixer bowl and we're going to knead for 5 minutes. Of course, just make sure that your hands are clean and so is your countertop. Okay, so once we're able to roll our dough into a ball, it's ready. So now we're just going to cut it into half. Okay, and just roll it again. And now we're going to wrap them into a plastic wrap. And just press it down. And just press it down until you have 2 discs. Okay, so once we have our dough ready, now we're going to place it in our refrigerator, and meanwhile we can make our stuffing. Okay, so to make our stuffing, we're going to grab our pan, we're going to set it on medium-high heat, and we're going to add a little bit of oil. So we're just going to wait for the oil to heat up. Okay, and once oil heats up, we're going to add our chopped bell pepper, along with our onion, Anaheim pepper, and I'm also adding 1 chile serrano. And now we're going to saute for 3 minutes. Okay, so after 3 minutes, we're going to add our chopped chicken, along with our minced garlic and all of our spices. So just mix it. And we're going to cook our chicken for about 7 to 8 minutes. Okay guys, so after 7 minutes, we're going to add our beans and corn, along with a little bit of cilantro. So now just mix it all together. And at this point, you want to try it for salt. And for me, it's perfect, and let me tell you that it's delicious. So now we're just going to turn it off and set it to the side and allow it to cool down completely. Okay, so at this point, we're also going to get our oil ready. So just set it on medium heat. Okay, so just make sure that you get your dough out of the refrigerator 5 minutes before we roll it out. Okay, so we're just going to grab a little bit of flour. We're going to dust it on a clean counter space. So get your dough out, and now we're going to roll it. Okay, so once we roll out our dough, now we are going to grab our cookie cutter, and we're going to press it down and cut out our dough. Okay, so now we're just going to repeat the same process to all of our dough. Okay, and for the rest of our dough, we're just going to re-roll it. Okay, so once we have our empanada disc, now we are ready to stuff them. Okay, so now we're going to grab our empanada disc. We're going to grab our stuffing and place it kind of like in the center. I'm going to add about 2 spoonsful. Add your shredded cheese. Okay, I'm going to dip my finger. So rub the edges of the dough, and now we're just going to close it. Press down the edges together. I'm going to grab a fork and go around it, just pressing it down. And just like that, we have our empanada. And now we're just going to repeat the same process to all of our empanada disc. Okay, so once we have our empanadas all nice and stuffed, now we are ready to fry them. Okay, so now we're going to throw them in the oil and fry them until they're nice and golden. And of course, if you don't want to fry them, you can always bake them at 400 degrees for 20 to 22 minutes. Just make sure that you brush them with a little bit of oil. And once they're nice and golden, remove them from the oil and place them on a kitchen towel. And now we're just going to repeat the same process to all of our empanadas. Okay, so once we have fried all of our empanadas, now we are ready for the fun part. Alrighty guys, and now for the fun part, it's serving. So here I'm just going to serve it with some sour cream, avocado salsa, and of course my favorite salsa. But just like that, we have our delicious chicken empanadas. Alrighty guys, and now for the best part, the taste test. Now let me tell you guys that these empanadas are seriously super easy to make. I hope you give them a try and enjoy them just as much. Cheers and enjoy. Look at that. So crunchy, flaky. Seriously, the best. So flavorful. So good. Look at all the cheese. Alrighty guys, and there you have it on how to make some delicious flaky chicken empanadas. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Share with your friends and family, and if you recreate this recipe, please don't forget to tag me in any of my social medias. And if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button so you guys can be part of our family. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.